Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hey everybody, how you doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to you, wherever you are, whatever time it is when you listen to this. Welcome to my channel. Alright, so this is going to be Life Path 8. Okay, Life Path 8, you already got some stuff coming out for you, okay? Now, in order to determine what your life path is, you have to add up all of the numbers of your birthday, right? And reduce it down to a single number, unless it's the number 11, 22, 33, 44. Typically with birthdays, it doesn't go over 44, and it's really rare for it to even get to the 44, okay? Your destiny number, however, is the number that is associated with your name. All right. I'm thinking I might do a video on it to help people out with it a little bit more, with understanding it. Okay. All right. So that being said, right, of course, not all readings are going to resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. That simply means that this reading isn't for you. All right. And if it don't fit, don't force it. If it does, don't ignore it. Okay, y'all? All right. That being said, okay, Life Path 8. How y'all doing? I'm hoping you guys are doing okay. Right? What is going on out in the atmosphere? What we're going to be going over is some different situations it is that you could be having go on currently, and or what it is you have, what you could be having coming in. Okay? All right. So, communication, having an abundance of spirit communication, text messages, emails, all of those varying aspects of text message, emails. Depending on what your vibration is, you could be getting a lot of downloads right now. Uh, let's see what else. The other thing I'm really getting from it is a rest in communication. That's because it doesn't look like it's flying. It's like it's just communication is just right in your face. Okay, so there's that. Let's see what else you got going on. Life Path 8. Okay. Okay. Coming in with there being some offers that will come in regards to lovers. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, right? Either teenagers or rising signs, right? But typically it's Virgo essence in regards to lovers, communicating with the Virgo lover, or Army. That's the other one. Okay, this came in the reverse. Okay, but not the King of Pentacles. So what I'm thinking is, okay, Life Path 8. Okay, so Life Path 8, what it's looking like is the communications that come into place with or slow communications with lovers, and one not being the King of Pentacles, and one not being heartbroken in the communication that comes in regards to coming in with an offer. Now, a lot of people like to say that the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, or a Knight of Pentacles or a Knight of Money. I'll go ahead and I'll say this. It doesn't take long to come in with money, right? When you have it, right? It's a pentacle. It's not a cup. It's something hard. If you drop it, you can pick it back up, right? A cup, if it has any contents in it, you lose that, then you're pretty much over. One of the things that's kind of coming to me is the Golden Child. In the Golden Child, what happens is Eddie Murphy, he's faced with this task. I've done this reading before, but I've used this as a storytelling aspect, but for demonstration. But ultimately, with the Golden Child, what Eddie Murphy's character does is he's faced with a task, right, where he has to jump over all these hurdles and all this other stuff, and he couldn't drop none of the water, right? And what he initially tries to do to get this particular dagger is so he could defeat the Dark Lord and all this other stuff. Is he looks at the dagger and it's all this fire surrounding it, right? And he keeps it first. He reaches the dagger, and at first he's trying so hard, right, to pour the water over it, but every time he tries to do that, it just got hotter and rose. And so then he asks the question, what am I supposed to do? And he remembers what's told to him before, at the very beginning of it. In short, you got to remember what's told to you at the very beginning of a situation. Okay? You got to remember those details because those details help you later on in the journey. Part one. Part two. What he ends up doing to be victorious is he drinks the water and it calms the fire inside. So realistically, it's about the emotion that would come into place to it and for you that you would need to get understanding on how to calm it. Okay? So there's that part. But in the communication, with one coming in with an offer, one not being heartbroken. Some of it will be about 3 days ago. And some of the other stuff will be about one being the incoming aspect of King of Pentacles essence coming in heartbroken. Heartbroken, and realistically, a lot of people say so the Three of Swords is heartbreak, but when you really think about that, it's the intelligence of what it is that one thinks inside their heart. Thinks and feels in the heart. I'm going to go ahead and say this. Life Path 8, whether this is you or the other person, you can't be upset with it if the communication is slow. Communication is slow or non-existent, right? In regards to one not being heartbroken, within recognition, being recognized, and not working, being recognized, not working. Some of this other stuff is about being recognized 8 years ago, how something would have been recognized 8 years ago, and waiting, how it is one would wait. Okay, Life Path 8, something that I'm really getting from this, because this is something that's realistically attached to you a lot, but it's also, with you, that's something that's natural. Okay, it'll be something that will be natural for you to attract a lot of abundance. So you have to be mindful, right, of what it is that will go on with you in regards to not only your resources, right, but also with what it is that you would have known to be so from some years ago, and what it is you recognize that happens when you're not working, but you're waiting. But yeah, and then there's this whole aspect of waiting to be disappointed. Within one not being victorious. Some of it is about not being victorious, not being police, right? Some of the not being police. Some of the other portions of it is going to be in regards to what will be incoming is some King of Pentacles being heartbroken about working and that victory. Like path 8, what is given is how, I don't know if this is for you or for the other person, but you need to pay attention to what constitutes as your victory would qualify and quantify as another's failure. Okay? And it's really given the aspect of what constitutes you. Okay, that's kind of a country. What constitutes as a win? Okay, what would constitute as a win for you? Okay, like path 8. Anything else? Okay, 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 okay. All right. So within third party situations, some of it will be about third parties. Some of it will be about celebrating. Some of it is gonna be about Mother Maiden Crone, right? But in the spirit, right, of what constitutes the celebrations and third parties, on the business aspect, right? Uh, one certain things not working, right? Or not having a partnership, or what goes on in the partnership. And the other portion of it, in like third party situations on a romantic level, this is gonna be something that's, yeah, that, and it not being a part of the world that's created in regards to what the recognition of one not working. That's not a part of the world that would be created. Now, in regards to this, right, with this third party situation or celebration, I'm giving kind of the celebration aspects of it that'll go into place. Is that's not a part of the world that would have been created within an incoming wish fulfillment of an option of asking for assistance. That's that portion. But the other part of this, right, that's the alchemicalization of it. But within one's wishes not being fulfilled as an option due to having to ask for assistance, ask for help. Then we have this, what would be kept to themselves with this priestess, high priestess. What would be kept to themselves is one not expanding and being tired. 3 years ago, it, the priestess 3 years ago would have been tired. I'm gonna go ahead and put this out here. Yeah, it was for like path 8. What this is given is the intuitive nature that comes into place with a person being tired of. I see all these wines and the heartbreak, so I can't pass it up. The abuse of the intuition and how one would have to keep it to themselves about what it is that would have taken place with within this. Now, what would be revealed on the what would be coming in? It'll be about the whole King of Pentacles being heartbroken within working, and there being victory in regards to fulfilling the wishes of expanding so that one could go on another day. The expansions are over the course of 3 years. Like path 8, this looks like a lot of stuff you got going on. It really does. Even in the celebratory aspect, because what it looks like you would be celebrating is what it is for a person to truly be a lover, right? The other portion of it, and when I'm saying a lover, this is the whole Gemini aspect, because you're dealing with higher aspect Gemini, uh, Cancer, most certainly. Who else we got showing up? Virgo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It'll be about the doing what one feels and the intelligence that's associated with you, okay? Like path 8. Yeah, because when you tired of some stuff, when you tired, you just tired. Ultimately, is what that boils down to. All right. Let's see what the nature of the situation is. Oh, okay. Embracing the dark. Okay, so part of it'll be about within embracing the dark. That'll be the incoming, but it'll be about what it is that will be known. The other part of it'll be about revealing the truth. So the incoming information that comes with embracing what's unknown in the emotions and how it is one would reveal their truth. And the overall essence of see the signs, what it is to see the signs. See the signs, know what the signs are. Yeah, and how one would see the signs of it. Now, the other portion of it is seek your answers within. All of these came in the reverse. Okay. Now, that's not how the cards are. Okay. Um, seek your answers within. Within wishes not being fulfilled, you gotta see why it is the wishes wouldn't be fulfilled like Path 8 in regards to the whole asking assistance or shifting one's stability. A lot of this is the options. You want to know what this is giving the nature for one not to seek the answers within, with the wishes not being fulfilled, the incoming wishes being fulfilled to seek your answers within. It's about a person having an option to shift one's stability. And if you give a person, yeah, that'd be part of the problem. When you give a person an option, you'll be amazed which one it is that they choose. That tells you a whole lot about them. Okay, time to reflect. Okay, in this priestess aspect, priestess not expanding, or priestess 3 years ago. And short, for real, the high priestess is how the spirits would communicate, talk, decipher things in regards to where the expansions would go on and come into place. And it being time to reflect. What it is to surrender to the flow and to focus and then act. Okay, like Path 8, you gotta focus and then act within keeping things to yourself and there being reflections and the overall essence of seeking your destiny. Seeking your destiny, knowing what your destiny is. So some of this that I'm kind of getting from this life path thing is you may need to know what your destiny number is. So you may need to calculate your birthday, right? Or not your birthday, you need to calculate your name and go according to that as well, because that's going to have um, an impact on how it is you would generate income and things of that nature. Okay? That'll be what that's about. And the main part of this is, yeah, the option or it being an illusion of shifting a person's stability. In short, that's not really what it is that will be happening or that would have gone on. Solar plexus chakra. It is safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life in positive ways. Within celebrating third party situations, mother maiden crown, it being in the spirit of femininity, all of that, right? It's safe for you and the intelligence of one's emotions and emotional intelligence. That's what this other portion breaks down to, my bad. like that, emotional intelligence and spiritual emotional intelligence, right? It's safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life in positive ways. Emotional sensitivity, of course. Honor and respect your deep sensitivity as it is a gift to us all. And then there being this influence within, whether within wishes not being fulfilled because of the options, right? Of having options. Use only positive words and thoughts as they're rapidly manifesting into form. Options and illusions. Options and illusions. That is giving optical illusions. Options and illusions. Okay. But use only positive words and thoughts as they're rapidly manifesting into form. Ask the angels to cancel the effects of past negative thinking. Okay. Overall essence of have you asked your angels for help with this? Your angels want to help you with this situation. However, they require your permission before they can intervene in your free will choices. Okay, like Path 8? Your angels want to help you with this situation. However, they require your permission before they can intervene in your free will choices. In short, you can get help, but you have to give. That's what I love about the angels. I do love that about the angels. They genuinely need you to say, yes, you can help me with this. Okay, they're not like the human portion, right? Where they'll quote unquote help and then intentionally, yeah, do things in however way it is they feel, right? So ask your angels for help with it, right? And realistically understand who your angels are. And for real, life path 8, you should be able to identify an angel with certain things. Okay, 2202 when I said that. All right, so I'm hoping that got helps you guys out just a little bit, gave you a tad bit of inclination as to a few different things it is that will be going on. If you'd like to schedule your own personal touch of clarity, you are more than welcome to do so at LikeWork LLC at gmail.com. In addition to that, like, share, and subscribe. Up 2222 when I said that. All right. All right. Because see, remember, light work, it ain't light work. It is not light work. It's not light work. And that's why you have to stay light while you work